Hey everybody, this is Ross's Tech and More, and today I am doing my official and final review of my Blu Life One X2. Now, if I end up forgetting to mention something or anything in this video and you have questions, just remember to leave them in the comments, and I will answer them as soon as I possibly can. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with the phone, once again, I have the specs here. It's 5.2-inch curved Full HD 1080p display, Qualcomm Snapdragon 430, 64 gigabytes of internal memory, 4 gigabytes of RAM, octa-core 1.4 gigahertz processor, has a fingerprint scanner, 16 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel selfie, has Corning Gorilla Glass 3 and Android 6.0. Now, I had contacted Blu. They told me that Android 7.0 is supposed to be coming soon. I guess we will see how serious they are. But I absolutely love this phone. Now, if I had to nitpick anything, there would be two things on here that I would nitpick some. The cameras, for the most part, work excellent. But in certain low light situations, the pictures are not going to turn out great. They'll turn out okay. I mean, if you're super nitpicky, you can zoom in and they'll be somewhat grainy and, have issues. But overall, the cameras are great. Now, if you're really low light situation, you want to take a picture, use a flash. I've had my pictures turn out great. Same thing with the front camera. Pictures turn out great if I use the flash. And if it's, sunny or well lit situation, the pictures are going to turn out, or at least for me, they turn out gorgeous. It's when you get into that middle situation, say it's like a somewhat, a little bit darker, cloudy-ish day outside, like a situation where you can't use the flash and it's not bright enough, that's when your pictures are going to be a little bit not so great. But for me, for a $180 phone, I think, personally, the cameras do more than enough for what I need them for. Now, the other thing, if I was going to nitpick some, would be the speakers, or the speaker. Now, the speaker is, I would say, fair. It's fair to good. It's not going to be as loud as a lot of phones out there. But for me, I use my Bluetooth speakers, I use my Bluetooth headsets. I don't really worry about the phone speaker itself. It does enough for what I want it to do. But for some of you, I know, like speakers and the camera not being perfect, that's enough for you to be like, oh no, that phone's junk, whatever. There's some haters in the one Telegram group I'm in that talk crap about Blu phones and say they're crap and everything like that. But you know what? Other than the cameras not being 100% perfect and the speaker not being absolutely perfect, I love this phone. Now, I have like 4 or 5 fingerprint set up, but it pops up more than quick enough for me. Yeah, there's a few phones out there that'll get like a quarter to a third of a second faster maybe, but to me, it's more, this is absolutely perfect. Now, to show you what I use for my brightness setting, you can see I have it like about quarter brightness. It's more than bright enough. Now, with battery life, I would say, pretty much right around 6 hours of on-screen time. I'd say I get between, pretty much, I would say, yeah, I average 6 hours because I get between 5.5 and 6.5 hours, depending on what I'm doing with it. Now I'm going to go into my gallery here, go into my screenshots. And to give you an example of my screen time, that was one time I took it. It was 4 hours and 28 minutes. That was at 37%. 6 hours and 28 minutes at 2%. Right there's 5 hours and 47 minutes at 16%. And you can see these are different times, so I'm not trying to cheat here. 4 hours and 19 minutes, I was at 40%. And there's 3 hours and 7 minutes at 69%. So, I mean, I get excellent battery life with this. I mean, if you play like super, super graphically intense games, like nonstop, your battery is going to drain faster. You're not going to get the 6 hours on screen time. But if you play like pretty much like regular, moderate use for games, you're going to get that use. I mean, I'll be on Facebook Messenger. I play several games. I'll watch YouTube and other stuff on it. And like I said, I get right around 6 hours of on-screen time. So, to me, it works perfect there. Now, for the Cricket network on here, to give you an example, that time I got 9.81 megabits per second download, 5.7 up. There, 10.98 and 5.16. And 9.66, 4.19, 9.45 and 6.17, and 11.04 and 3.68, and 9.94 and 4.69. Just to give you an example of the type of speed you're gonna, or the type of internet speed you're gonna get. Now with my Wi-Fi, I get just as good speeds as I get on my Xbox One. Anything else, I get 45 to pretty much like 60 megabits a second. So, you know, there I have absolutely no issue. Now with it having the 4 gigabytes of RAM, runs, like I said, everything I need to do smoothly, whether it be Facebook, surfing the net, playing games, you name it, it runs buttery smooth. I have no issues with it. A little while back, I did have one issue, and it was like maybe a day or two, where my phone would like get a bunch of alerts at once, and it would crash. But that was only 2 days in there, and before and after that, I haven't had an issue with that. And now I made a video before on how to do this, but in case anyone doesn't remember, you just take 3 fingers on the screen. Oop. I goofed that up. And take a screenshot. Now, you can do that with any 3 fingers, right hand, left hand, it doesn't matter. Now, with the fingerprint scanner, like I said, it works great. It's easy to set up. Just follow the instructions, you're good to go. Now, this phone also has the facial recognition on it, but to be honest, you can fool it with a picture. But at the same point, my brother has a Galaxy S8. I can use a picture and fool it. So the facial recognition's not super great there. Now, if you want to, you can also set it up with the Google Assistant where you can say, okay, Google, and open your phone that way. See, right there. All I had to say that is, and it pops up. I said this phone is super great. Very good quality. As you can see, right now I just have the case that came with the phone. I'll switch between this one, my American flag one. I actually have this case for it. Now, one thing too is finding cases for this. You can find plenty of cases, but for example, I use the Alcatel Idol 4 right now to shoot my videos. It's hard to shoot videos with the wallet cases that come with the Blu Life One X2 because the way they have it set up, part of the camera gets blocked if you try to set it up to do cameras with the back camera. Now, if you want to do a video like a regular vlog or whatever where, you have the camera on you, the front camera works absolutely perfect. That doesn't get affected by that, but they do make plenty of nice cases for it. So cases aren't a problem. I found plenty of chargers. I have probably four, 5, 6 different chargers I use for it, and they all work great. Trying to think of if there's anything else that I wanted to mention here. And I can't think of anything really else that I need to mention. Like, in case anyone doesn't know, it's an unlocked phone. It'll work with, obviously, Cricket, AT&T, stuff like that. It's limited to certain networks, so make sure you, before you buy it, make sure you check, make sure your phone company is going to work on here. But I don't know what else to really say. If there's anything I forgot to mention, like I said at the beginning of the video, just leave a comment, ask a question, and I will answer it as soon as I can. And I thank you all for watching. If you're a new viewer, please remember to subscribe and ding that bell so you know if I put out a new video or if I do a live stream. For everyone else, please remember to continue to like, comment, and share my videos. Appreciate the support, and I thank you all. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Peace.